It's a 2K sport. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Anthony Simons out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Grant. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the 4. And for Toronto, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And, Coach, the front end of a little in-season series here.
Yeah, and seeing that same team twice in a row is interesting. I like having a few of those because it gives you the closest thing to playoff preparation that you can get in the regular season. And no one likes the feeling of being swept, and so the intensity goes up.
I'm sure it does. Now, here's Simon. In the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely was not himself. To the paint, stolen by Avdia. Simons against quickly. Now, here's Simons. D right on him. Outside, Avdia. Just 5 to shoot. From the low block. Bank shot, no good. Toronto with the ball. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year, they split their season series. So this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard, heir apparent. Did it great?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
And the first one at the line is good. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And so he makes both from the line.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Now here's Barnes. His last outing with 20 points. Shoots over Klingon. It's deflected. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Avdia can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
The putback, and Pirtle able to finish.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Quickly against Simons. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Quickly against Simons. And it's quickly missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Now look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Now, here's Simons. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Well, looking at Simons' assist numbers, they've skyrocketed over his time in the NBA.
And here is quickly, after Avdia made the last 3-pointer. Trent against Barrett. Here's Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
Now here's Henderson. He had a 30-point outing their last game against New York. Outside Williams.
2 minutes left.
Sharp with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Thibault for three. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Sharp after the Raptors pick up two. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Offensive rebound. Here's Klingon. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Toronto leading by 3. Left side, Barrett. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to Sharp. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Raptors, R.J. Barrett. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Will stand after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization. Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Now here's Henderson. No scoring in this one.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Thibault. Henderson looking it over. On the wing, Williams. Clock at 4. Will it go?
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Now, here's Barrett. Fires from way outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Robert Williams. Scoot Henderson is out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Grant, and it's Kamare in at the power forward position. And so here's Toronto. Portland making their last shot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
It remains Toronto ball.
And here are the Raptors now. They lead by 4. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, DA. Thank you so much. Simons, the pass to Avdia. A 3-ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Barnes with it. Williams picks him up. Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Nice pass. It's good to see Grant getting others involved.
Quickly against Simons. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Rebound by Williams.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's quickly. Simons with the defensive effort. Trailblazers trail by 4. The layup off target.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And that one's good, Abaji.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Avdia after the Raptors pick up 2. Pass to Kamare. Grant outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Trailblazers. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Avdia. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Jazz. Passes it to Bat. Over Thybulle. And again, no good by Toronto. Trailblazers trail by 6. Inside. Shots good by Williams.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Shed. Still scoreless. Here's Battle. Now the feed to Pirtle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Toronto. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And for the Raptors, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
Yeah, and for the front office in particular, the focus is shifting to the offseason and what steps they can take to elevate this team to more competitive footing.
And here are the Raptors now, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Free throws, such an important part of the game. Here are the league leaders in that department. Fifth is Anthony Simons.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Here's Mobo, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That one, no good. Nice D from Williams. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
And the shot goes in. Shed's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, here's Sean. Defense is right there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him on a rhythm.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Raptors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the
And
line for your
75%
Raptors.
on the season as a unit from the free throw
Taking
line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Robinson comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Walter. And then for the Trailblazers, Klingon comes in for Robert Williams. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Henderson. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Here's Shed. Nice pass. Run him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Shed's got 5 points so far. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They were getting after it on the glass like wild.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Jakob Poeltl has done in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Barnes and Poeltl make up the inside pair. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. You could pick anyone in the NBA. Who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 10-point game. It's stolen by Barrett. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Barnes. Back to quickly. The kick out to Barnes. Connects from 3-point range. Barnes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Short corner, but not an easy corner. Barnes knocking that one down.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Pass to Klingon. 90 seconds now into the second half. Simon's on the wing. Nails the wide open jump shot.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simon's got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Out to Barrett. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Raptors leading by 11. Barnes down low. Defended by Avdia.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Quickly against Simon. Pass to Klingon. Over Pirtle. A nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. And the pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. It's deflected.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Pass to Grant. Pass to Kamare. 5 to shoot. The second effort. And there's a nice layup by Klingon. Klingon's got 4 this quarter.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
And the Raptors call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. The Raptors third.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Pass to Shed. To end the drought. And the layup is good. Shed's got 7 points in the game.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
Henderson outside. Bible on the wing. No good with the triple. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Shed. Henderson defending. Count that one. And now it's an 11-point Toronto lead. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Klingon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for R.J. Barrett.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that Coach would probably like to see him reverse.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Battle passes to Barrett. Here's Shed. Here's Barrett. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Pass to Klingon. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 32 seconds left in the third. Here's Shed. Tries again. Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
And here's Sharp. Scoreless thus far. No one near him. He squares up and sinks it.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from that.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Shaedon Sharpe. Scoot Henderson is out there with Avdia. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Barnes outside. Pass to Abaji. And it's good for 2. And the Raptors lead by 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Henderson outside. The pass to Avdia. Shoots over Walter. They get it back. Goes back up. And it's Sharpe missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Passes it to Quickly. Henderson pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 8. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now, here's Sharpe. He's covered closely, off with the layup.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And it's Quickly in the corner. The kick out to Barnes from the stripe. And no good.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Feeds it to Williams. Can't hit from in close. Raptors leading by 8. And stolen by Sharpe. And now Portland on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
And no one questions Sharpe's ability to put the defender in some impossible positions.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. There it comes in for Quickly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
Well, for Sharpe, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
Here's Barnes, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Simons.
first team
And a
foul.
moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
That's good from Barnes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Shaden Sharp. He's off on the second. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
It's Barrett on the wing. They get the rebound. Some solid defense from Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The shot by Williams, no good. Toronto leading by 7. In the corner, Barrett with it. Barrett with another miss. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Avdia gets the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Back to Pirtle. Onside, Barrett. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in
Fires
regulation.
from the wing. Barrett with another miss.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And it's time for an injury report. For an update on Emmanuel Quickley's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer. He said he looked at the wrist, and fortunately, it looks like there's no significant damage. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 7. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. They've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told his guys to max it out on the 3. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Simons missing. Raptors shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Quickly with it. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Walter. Avdia with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
3-pointer, Simons. They grab their own miss. Fires away from way outside. Again, Simons missing. Quickly against Simons. Now, here's Quickly. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, I'm Kevin Harlan.